The Sunday Sessions.
One of Australia's most successful international bands have joined me in the studios of Triple J this afternoon for this week's Sunday Sessions. Welcome Marty, Peter and Stephen from the church.
Hello.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Now, it's not often that the whole band are in the same country, let alone the same studio. So before we get into a few tunes, perhaps we can get a few words from each of you on what the individual members of the church have been doing since we last saw you 12 months ago playing live. Stephen, you've obviously been working with Grant McLennan on the Jack Frost project.
Yep.
Anything new happening there?
We did that. Grant and I went and toured America a little bit. The record came out in America. I got my own studio and I've been in there. Grant and I have done a few new songs. That's about it, really.
You recently got 9 out of 10 in the Vox review, which was good to see.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
They like us overseas.
They do.
What a surprise. Yeah.
Now, Pete, you've been with your band running around Sydney playing a few gigs called The Well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're going to release a new record soon?
Yeah, I've just been finishing it off today, actually. Just to start with a 3-track EP, probably.
Uh-huh. Now, Marty, you've been in England for a while with a band called All About Eve. You've just recorded a record too, I understand.
Yeah, just done an album with them.
Are you going to continue working with them after this tour?
Yeah, I'm going to actually do a British tour with them starting in September, which is going to go off into the continent and probably a few isolated shows in America as well.
And that new LP gets released when?
August the 27th.
We should see it in Australia perhaps a little later than that, I suppose.
No, I'm not sure. Maybe, yeah.
We'll look forward to hearing that. We're going to start off today with a cover, as per usual. You've chosen a television tune from Marquee Moon, recorded, 1977 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Verlaine track, Friction. Why this one?
This is the only one we can do at the moment.
We don't
like to think of them as covers. That's a sort of... I don't like that word.
Reinterpretation?
Well, just cover's a funny word. It's like when I grew up in Canberra and bands used to come on stage and say, we're going to do an original. I think you've got to stop seeing the world divided up into covers and originals, you know.
What's so special about this tune that you decided that the church should play it?
JD suggested it.
Yeah,
actually.
We'd played with Tom in America. He supported us on one of our tours and used to come and jam with us. And he taught me the riff, actually, too.
That was on his Wonder tour, I
knew
suppose.
the riff. So there's another reason.
Except I'm playing the riff. Oh, you're talking about the other riff.
Yeah, the
Jay,
he taught me the riff.
We should have a listen to it then. This is the church doing an old television tune from Marquee Moon, a track called Friction. Live on the Sunday Sessions on Triple J with a Tom Verlaine track, a track called Friction. Now you're going to move on to the Heyday LP of 1986. I would like to suggest that this would be one of the church's greatest LPs, considering that you used lots of different instrumentation on this one. It was certainly your most adventurous to date. Would you guys agree with that at all?
Yeah, we love to think that what we did 5 years ago is better than anything else. No, it's a good one. No, it was a good album.
And especially the orchestration was something that we'd never done on any other album. That was a great event, really.
You've never gone back to that either, have you?
I didn't like the brass.
It was real brass too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And since then, most of your LPs have gone back to the way that you recorded your first LPs. The last two LPs have been recorded just straight down the line, haven't they?
Yeah,
live
more
in
or
the
less.
studio and then a few overdubs here and there without string sections and things.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't us that recorded on the LP, it was our shirts.
Ah, not a Milli Vanilli scam. Why Tristesse this time around?
No real reason, you know, just like...
The ambiance.
We just felt
nice.
right today.
It's just a nice song.
Well, let's have a listen to it. This is The Church from the Heyday LP of 1986 and Tristesse.
Beneath the sun and stars, still troubled by the rumbling, a million distant cars. Please be good to me tonight. Let me find my way Yeah, it has some command in it I cannot disobey. A gunfight in Dodge City, a murder in Bombay. All these deeds and worldly needs I must shrug off today. All my life spent searching for prowess left me lying here with you, Tristesse. I was working in this orchard. It grew the strangest fruit. It was a Mother Nature who made those trees take root. Your children cannot hear you, they only want your loot. You hold on to the essence like a parachute. They never believed you were in distress. Now you've gone and left them with tristesse. Waters inflamed, the fire's burning out, the ice melting down, fire burns out. A hotel suite in a rich man's town, a hut in Botany Bay, a prisoner of my own device, a mountain in my way. I'm gonna have to alter my address. I can't stay much longer with tristesse. And they call this carnival progress. Invited by our queen tonight, Tristesse.
You're listening to Triple J and the Sunday Sessions this afternoon with Marty, Peter and Stephen from the church. Last song now, a track from Gold Afternoon Fix. A track that you actually released as an acoustic version. Was that on the American label?
It was released here separately and B-sides of something as well.
Yeah.
Came out as a CD single in the States, is that correct?
No,
Everything
it
does
was
that.
on something. I'm not sure if it was a CD single.
It was just a B-side. It was an acoustic promo, wasn't it? Or something?
College promo or something.
Yeah, something.
Why did you do that in the first place? Just
They asked us to.
Yeah, it's one
just
of
like
those.
you're doing it today?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Because we asked you to.
Yeah.
Anything you ask, we'll do.
Grind obviously transpires well acoustically.
Yeah, I think it does.
Another reason too?
Yeah, it does. In fact, it sounds as good acoustic as it does electric, I think.
It has
Works
like an
Indian sort of.
or an ancient. I hear it as like an ancient type thing, like Renaissance or something.
It's an ancient chord progression.
You've had it in the back of your mind for quite some time.
A lot of people have had that chord progression in the back of their mind for a long time.
Right, well, before you
dream
go...
on.
Dream On.
Dream on, yeah.
From Aerosmith.
Yeah.
We might have a listen to it and see whether we
No,
can pick
don't
the
do
link.
that. No, don't do that.
Okay,
It's
then.
too unkind.
Well, before you get into that, we should perhaps let people know what the church are up to now. You've just released a video compilation, Jokes, Magic and Souvenirs.
Yes.
A new LP, A Quick Smoke at Spots. What's the LP got on it? B-sides?
It's all B-sides and outtakes and unavailable stuff.
Is that just to make a bridge between the last LP and the new one?
It's just because it never all came out on an album, and now it's available for people who want it. Instead of paying like an exorbitant price for some B-side, you can get it all on one CD.
And what about the new LP? Obviously, you're all in the country together, so
Yeah.
you were recording.
We are, and we haven't started yet, and we haven't written anything, and we don't have any idea what it's going to be like.
So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So will we.
Well, thanks all of you for coming in this afternoon. This is the church live in the studio with Grind from Gold Afternoon Fix. See you later.
is worth two at the bar. And everybody knows what you've been drinking. Disgraceful skyfleck with a nightmare of stars. And everybody knows how you've been sinking. Long distance century buzzes and fades. I wonder why you've not resigned. Previews, processions, and parades, you've got to grind this out. You've got to grind it out. Line up the arrows, push off the top. This can cause sustain forever. And once it's started up, well, it cannot be stopped. At least it's holding us together. Long distance century buzzes and fades. An automatic charge on your mind. The glittering minutes, tangled decades. We've got to grind this out. We've got to grind it out. Grind it out, baby. Vortex appears, unleashed by the crash. A moment marred by hesitation. Bedazzled surgeon chases the gash, but we don't need that operation. Long distance century buzzes and fades. The Elysian fields not far behind. Find me a witness amongst these shades. They've got to grind it out. They've got to grind it out. Long distance century buzzes and fades. I hope the deaf can lead the blind. Lift me up into those whirring blades. I've got to grind it out. I've got to grind it out. You've got to grind. You gotta grind it out. We've got to grind it out. Bump and grind it out. Oh yeah.